What's up, guys? So welcome back. This time your boy Adamslink. Welcome to another video, and good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are watching this video from. Well, guys, just to give you a recap of the things we're going to be discussing. In India, Nigeria students have been attacked in a university, and also we're going to talk about Peter Obi meeting Gumi, Sheikh Gumi, and also we're going to check out some other issue that has to do with Atiku as well. And firstly, let's just play around. And I want to share you a story coming from what I think the most stupid man on earth. You know what this man did? In fact, I think it's better if I just read you his story. And I think it is one of his greatest mistakes that I think that he will never make again if given another opportunity. He said, I remember when I was dating this girl, she told me she had a job interview in Lagos. So I called a friend of mine who lived there that my girlfriend is coming and that he should accommodate her since I trusted him enough to allow my babe pass the night there. He agreed and accommodated her. My babe left Warri for Lagos, and ever since then, her attitude as well as my friend's attitude has changed. They don't pick my calls. The day he managed to pick my call, he answered my babe's phone and told me she was beating and I should call her later. To cut the story short, Bella, my girlfriend, and my friend Ayo are happily married now with 2 kids, a boy, Jude, and a girl, Ella. Well, I think this guy should be watched closely because I don't understand how you still keep in touch to the point that you know their children's name, Jude and Ella. You should be very, very watched. You should be careful. Although she was your girlfriend before, but she's no longer your girlfriend. She's somebody's wife now. Although that boy, the guy was your friend, the husband now to your girlfriend, ex-girlfriend. See, I don't understand how some guys think at times. You know they learn. There is a major no in a relationship. There is a major no, no matter how your wife is rich, no matter how mature you are. There are some things you shouldn't allow your maturity, your over maturity, to shadow the way you think. I will never, you know the meaning of never, allow my wife or my girlfriend to stay with a single man, with any man. I will ever allow a married man that is living with his family and wife to stay to my wife or my girlfriend to go there and stay and go to some things you want to do. But allowing a single man, even though that guy don't cut a hand for me, like they don't share blood for me before because of friendship. I'm not going to say allow my girl or my wife just go past the night over a place, say get job interview. I rather find money give am a day run to tell. So guys, I don't understand. Well, however, the guy wasn't able to stop the destiny of that girl and the destiny of his friend. I think God used him. God just saw him like, this guy not serious. And because he's not serious, I will take away this thing and give it to your friend. Says, you know, get. Well, guys, it made me laugh though. So let's talk about the issue in India currently. Firstly, approximately, according to statistics, 30,000 Nigerians are currently in India studying, spending their money in India, paying tax and all the rest. And meanwhile, 50,000 Indians are currently in Nigeria earning money, working, opening businesses and working in constructing companies in Nigeria. You see the irony? We are there spending money and they are here making money. And yet, about 60 Nigerians were attacked in a university in India because of some sports issues. Well, according to a very patriotic India who decided to share this story with us. He said at least 60 Nigerian students have left their school, a private university named GD Eka University. Sorry if I'm not pronouncing that right. In India, after being attacked and assaulted by a group of Indian students. The attack occurred on Friday, October 14 at a football field and on Saturday, October 15 at their hostel, Times of India report. According to report, the temporary decision to leave come almost a month after a group of Indian students staged a protest against their Nigerian counterpart for offering prayers on the football ground. The protesting student who shouted Jai Shri Ram, I don't understand, had filed a complaint with the registrar to ask foreign students to offer namas in allocated rooms. The administration had said the matter was resolved amicably. On Sunday, however, both the police and the university management said the football field had nothing to do with the protest over namas a month ago. According to Khalid, a Nigerian student, said trouble erupted on Friday when the university decided to have both Indians and Nigerian students in one team. Our captain spoke with the sport officer and laid down his objective against a mixed team. The officer decided to call off the match. Despite that, a few Indian students entered the field, and before anyone could realize the thing, someone hit our captain on the head with a rod. Outsiders who had come on bikes also joined them, and there was a clash. However, the matter was resolved that day itself. Khalid alleged that a group of Indian students attacked them in hostel the next day, Saturday. So, and now about 60 Nigerians have decided to leave the campus for their own safety. We don't know what the authorities are doing about it. It's all about football. And it's all about some Nigerians in the football field. Of course, you know football now, you have to say prayers now. And also mixing Indians and Nigeria in one team. Because they cannot coexist. Like according to the statistics, I don't want the boy to tell me, okay, what about some Nigerians illegally living in India? We also have Indians who are illegally living in Nigeria as well. We also have Indians who are doing very notorious job in Nigeria as well. So we shouldn't always take the blame all the time, Nigeria. Okay, what of Nigerians that are doing yao? What about that? Is that the statistics? Statistics show that 30,000 Nigerian students are living in India spending their money on universities to study. And meanwhile, 50,000 Indians are in Nigeria receiving money, any money, opening businesses. So who they benefit more? Well, I hope that issue is quickly addressed. Well, meanwhile, let's go over to politics and let's discuss about Peter Obi visiting Sheikh Gumi. Peter Obi, according to his official handle on Twitter, he said, Dr. Dante Baba Hamed and I stopped by for a custody call on Sheikh Gumi at his official residence in Kaduna. So he visited Sheikh Gumi at his residence in Kaduna, and some Nigerians are not really pleased with that, knowing fully well the kind of contrasts Gumi had said over the period, over the few months, over the years, concerning banditry, concerning the regional clash, and so many other things as well. Well, there have been some people who are really agitating about this. Someone said, as a Northerner and a big fan of Atiku Abubakar for the 2023 election, Peter Obi's visit to Sheikh Gumi is a symbolic and going to endear many Northerners towards him. He is doing the right thing by trying to build bridge which is something he needs to stand a chance. So he said it's good Peter Obi visited Gumi because he need to make a really strong stand, like he need Kaduna's vote. And he needs to show that, yes, he identifies himself with the Muslims. Well, someone said, Niger Teta said, Peter Obi is a strategical politician. Meet with Gumi before meeting with the Arewa Forum. Picture of him and Gumi will filter down the remote area in the north. Another person said, Peter Obi visit to Gumi is a masterpiece strategy. Next on the list are Sheikh Sani Yahaya, Sheikh Bauchi, and Sheikh Bala. The opposition should find another thing to campaign with, not religion. Peter Obi respects Islam, and Muslims will vote for him. So someone said, if Gumi is a terrorist, then the government should arrest him. But as long as there is no case against him, Peter Obi is free to meet him and lobby for vote due to his influence on the people of Kaduna and Arewa at large. This is what politics is about. Well, okay, I know some people are agitating, but if you check, it's good. There are some people, that's why I said, as a politician, you cannot say, to hell with everybody. Boy, you cannot make it alone. You are not alone in this world. You know fit. You can't say to hell with everybody. To hell with all the corrupt officers. No. You are not in a military regime. You are not using force. People who are in a democratic system, people will vote. As long as you need vote to rule Nigeria, you must be able to play politics. Dine with people you don't even want to dine with in order to get what you are. But what we should be praying is that, what all Peter Obi supporters should be praying is that Peter Obi shouldn't forget himself. That's all. He shouldn't forget himself when he eventually sees power. Well, guys, I think that is one of all those major things. And also, talking about Atiku, I know Atiku said something the other day. He said, the Northerners need not a Northern president. The Northerners do not need a Yoruba. They do not need to support Yoruba or Igbo to become president. And according to a particular section in the INEC Constitution, Atiku is liable to jail term or pay the sum of 10 million naira. But will he? No. However, we are having some agitation coming from the APC opposition. And also Wike himself, who is part of PDP, said he actually, when he saw that video, he looked at it severely and he has been deliberating on it. But apart from that, that is just by side talk. Check out, because of a protest currently, a protest is happening in Paris over job and also increase of prices of things. Festus Keyamo, who is a minister of Nigeria, decided to speak on Nigeria issue based on that. He said, massive protests ongoing, massive protests on the streets of Paris over soaring prices. Meanwhile, some are still planning to japa abroad, as if Nigeria is in isolation from present global issue. Some who know the issue are also deceiving Nigerians and playing local politics with global issues. Okay. Play international politics with local politics with global issues. But the honest truth is that there's no dignity in labor. At least let us be earning what we are paying. Please pay us exactly what we want. First, minimum wage is 30,000 naira. Come on, that's too small. Huh? When see the suffering we are suffering here, it times 20, times 100, times 1 million compared to what they are suffering in Paris. However, because they can earn and also buy. But here we can earn and cannot buy. Somebody will earn 50,000 naira monthly. What do you want to buy for market? I want a survivor. I want a survivor. Thank you guys for watching the boy Adamslink. Catch you next time. Have a wonderful day. Stay blessed.